can't treat you like my. Never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep, where you from? Where you post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Foot, 180, 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We want it. Come to my world. Check, 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 check.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
King. Hey, Delta. Hurry. Hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 29 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he's good. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 60 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
So that one will be accepted. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Regular. Check. Hot. You draw Corker.
Mayfield on play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here we go, D.
On 1st down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Hey, on 133. Check 25.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. In for the sack, Deion Jones. After a one-point game, 7-6. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Landry. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Action that time. Not only that.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey, I do a good job.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 180! Check, 45 to the line. You.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, alert!
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 133.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, white. 57.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Throwing again, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Mayfield on play action. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Mayfield to throw it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A toss play to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have a...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On the counter, Hunt. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check nickel, nickel, got it.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down, ready, blue 80. I'm here all day. I
From the gun, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run, Devontae Freeman. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. You got to step it up.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Mayfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing we do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
180.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Landry again, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down, Brown.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gault. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, team stick. Team stick.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Vic Beasley showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Ryan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now it's Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Ryan stepping up. He's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper
pressure. Comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Grady Jarrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, back 25. 39.
Just like that. Just like that. Check the backer. Check the backer.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And an alley to run. A big run there by Freeman. 65 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Ryan on second down. Flushed out right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A give right side now to Hunt. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Cleveland.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant, quick outs, things that they consider simple.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Let's go. 45.
4th down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
59, ready, 280.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down, ready, 25. Get out.
Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Looking. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knowing my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
53, Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 41, Murray, man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready? Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it with Johnson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 10 more there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle of the backer. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180.
58 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
Kings.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he completes it to Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Murray over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to...
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, and at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Brings up second and a yard at the 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Clay, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go now. Watch the Pittsburgh. I got you.
Murray now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, I got it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 34 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And it's third down. 3rd and 7.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Take left. We got 4.
Mayfield on play action. And it'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, screen play, Johnson. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice slope.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly. Right? Big-time jump.
That's tough right there, P. That's real tough.
Set now to kick this one away.
5 people watching you get your fucking ass kicked, Peyton.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
P, say what's up to the class, bro. You know, I included the party chat into the stream. Tell everybody what's up. No.
First down.
Look at this shit.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
And they ain't gonna give you the flag.
10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on
oh, you thought he was open. You thought. You thought. You thought.
Sheldon Richardson
gets him for a
loss of 8. What great push up front. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and 8.
Man.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
Nope.
And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw.
Brecken says throw the ball.
Off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Murray now.
Oh, throw the ball!
Playing, it's intercepted.
Throw the ball. Coach Brecken said throw the ball, so he had to throw the ball.
And they have it at the 38-yard line. It's
P.
tight end Clay, the intended receiver.
P.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll toss it to Hunt.
Oh, damn.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch this, watch this.
It's caught by OBJ. The reception good for 7. It's
P, I got the moves, P.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick.
What?
Here the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps it.
Rob told Pete he should just resign.
About their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
He thought that was open too, huh, Pete?
He goes down. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here.
Well, he is open.
Stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7.
Peyton, you look like you're in trouble, guy.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Bro,
down.
Myles Garrett's a fucking dog,
Myles
bro.
Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Wait, what he was telling me last night, Joe? I got hitters.
Let's see if they do it anyway. Sliding out of the
Your boys got hitters.
on the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Thank
This is
you.
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
Peyton.
back.
Yeah, this shit is over. This score should be a whole lot higher than what it is right now.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This is what you get for pop fucking quizzes, Peyton.
Oh! Pass interference. Give it to me.
Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
No!
That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what.
And he'll take
Uh-oh, Peyton with the comeback.
Arizona touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Peyton, are you going for 2?
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Back to throw. Murray. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't.
Damn, Peyton's not going out without a fight, Joe.
Oh, shit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Fuck off, bro.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, making
All right,
the 24-yard line.
Real talk. This game over. It's a good game, but this game is over.
On first down, it's Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Haywood. Check, 43.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. Able to fight through one tackle. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Regular. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
Oh, ain't no more timeouts left for P.
Final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays.
I knew he was going to come out of that door.
Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
I didn't want him to go out of bounds.
Why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
P, because I'm a classy guy. Victory formation.
Down to one knee goes
Good game,
Mayfield,
P, bro.
and that's all she wrote.
Nope, I got company coming over. You'll catch it later tonight. We'll entertain the class later tonight. Guys, I will show y'all a beatdown for real of Peyton later tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Pitching shutouts was
know what I'm saying? If Peyton thought.
But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, It's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense.
Rob said that man gonna make you bash all your PS4. Boy, yo, no parts of that, man. Leave him alone. Nope.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon
that's
Gaudin.
tough right
You've been
there, P.
watching the NFL right here.
193 rushing yards, Peyton? Come on, now.
Happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Peyton, that was tough, bro. Bro, look, guys, 7 o'clock. I'll let y'all know when the next game is coming.